Hey Mel, how
Hey,
you doing?
I'm well. How are you,
I am
Lester?
so happy. Now I know you, and I know you're freaking amazing, but nobody else knows you. So tell us who you are. Tell them who you are, Mel.
I'm Melanie Fowler. As some of you all may know, maybe not. But who I am, I'm June. That's my business.
Okay.
It is an acronym. It stands for the Journey of Unveiling New Elements. It was my mother's name. And when my mother was living, I lived for her. Everything I learned, she taught me. My hustle, she taught me. My education, she taught me. My mom had like 3 degrees and 6 certifications. Like I'm right there with her. You know what I mean? But now that she's gone, I work through her. I work through her. So my business is event planning. I do weddings. I do everything from birthdays, baby showers. I do all kind of stuff. I don't think there's anything I haven't done yet. I don't know how.
Yeah. We've been talking about this for a little while. We've discussed on social media, and we're about to get down to it. All right?
Yeah.
Now, in your day-to-day life, you interact with a lot of different men. And there are things about men that make you feel comfortable, and there are things about men that make you feel uncomfortable.
Right.
I want to get to the surface of first impression, first thing you see, things that kind of move you about men. I want to focus on fashion. I want to focus on lifestyle. I want to focus on, I say health, I say self-care because if you take care of yourself, then you don't have to worry too much about healthcare. So now, what are your opinions on five essential things you think men should have?
First, I would say like a working biological clock. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
no, no.
I'm kidding. But in that instance, just to touch it, is men don't really work off of that. Women work off of that.
Right.
How much time do I have in order to know what I need to do and achieve in that time frame?
Right.
Men just work. They just go.
Yeah.
They just live. But five that I really have, like a man has to have some kind of self-care, like you said, hygiene. They gotta have it.
Yeah.
Some of these are more important than others, but some kind of financial foundation or a plan, like even if you're not in it, even if it's not happening for you right now, you gotta have it.
You said that word plan. Have a plan.
Like have a plan.
Yeah.
Like have some ambition. Ambition is
Okay.
the other. Like, but ambition in a way that is pursuable. So people have ambition. A lot of men have ambition for things that, because of their background, because of who they are and where they are, they can never get it.
Right.
So make sure it's pursuable. And then, I mean, swag. A man. Have you ever seen? Well, you are a man with swag. Men with swag glide through life. Literally, y'all float. Like
I never thought about that.
men with swag float. Like a lot of things they don't have to deal with or think about because they have something about themselves that just makes them feel good about themselves. So they carry themselves differently. So life carries them differently. Like men with swag float and glide through life.
But Mel, when you say that, when people, the common basis of swag is, for the most part, you think it's surface, but what you're saying is a deeper level of swag.
Swag is beyond fashion. Like there are men that have swag that most women probably wouldn't even look at twice or like. So swag is something that it's deeper because everybody's not gonna like it. Everybody's not gonna catch it.
Right.
But when you have it, it's something that's going to kind of come out of you as in character that no matter what you have on, you can be in sweatpants
Right.
at Walmart. But if you got swag, someone gonna see you. You know what I'm saying?
You do
They're
have a
gonna
point.
see you. You know what I'm saying? They're
have a
gonna
point,
glide. But my main one, my last one,
yeah. Okay.
that's gonna be like mental stability, self-awareness, intuitiveness, right?
Okay.
So when you're thinking about those things, a lot of men never just stop and think about who am I, right? They go through life thinking about where they want to be, who somebody else wants them to be. They never stop and take the time to look into themselves and say, who am I? Let me define who I am.
Right.
And when I define who I am, I no longer have to work so hard. You don't have so much what I call self-war. You're not fighting with yourself so
Right.
much every day because you don't have the money that somebody thinks you should have, or you don't have the things, or you're not in that place. That's
Right.
self-war. If you knew who you were, you would know how to make a plan in order to get
Right.
those things.
Right.
If you don't know who you are, you just battling yourself all day. You deal with those burdens, you deal with all kinds of things that come your way. So men really should, they don't, some do, but they should have that self-awareness. Who am I?
Right.
Who really am I?
So with this self-awareness, they have an ability to present themselves to the world because they are fully defined within themselves. And they cannot be shaken or pushed by the world because they're fully defined within themselves.
They know who they are. And when you see what they call like boss women, boss men, it's just real humans who know who they are.
Yeah.
And they understand that where I am today, I'm going to always be here. So when you define yourself, you're not defining yourself from now to 40 years. You're not defining yourself right now, meaning that has to consistently happen.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I got to consistently sit back sometimes and figure out, okay, who am I today?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I achieved that goal. Okay, now that I achieved that goal, who am I now?
Right.
Because you're going to be somebody different. You know what I'm saying? But if you can, as a man, take the time to do that, you don't need anything else. You're going to then have your swag, so you're going to glide. You're going to then have your hygiene because you got your swag, so you good. So you know, everything else is going to kind of fall in place.
Yeah.
Because you know who you are.
Right, right. Okay, Mel, you messed around and gave me goosebumps. You messed around and gave me freaking goosebumps. Once again, am I wrong? Once again, you literally hit on topics that they have, but you've hit on them in a different way than they saw it.
Yeah.
And that self-war.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have that? Can I use that?
I don't know. I might need to go down the road to the courthouse and go and tag that real quick. Let me trademark that real quick.
Because it is so freaking true.
Yeah.
You know, in the way that self-clear, it's a constant battle. From the minute you open your eyes to the minute you close your eyes, it's a self-battle when you don't know who you are. But if you're in your space and in your purpose, then whatever comes with life, you're fine because you're defined by your purpose and your feet are set in your direction.
Absolutely. Like a lot of men don't like to look at it because a lot of things come from trauma, so they don't want to battle that first. You know what I'm saying? And deal with that. You know, trauma being from things that you have caused on yourself or things that other people have caused against you. But you gotta do it. You gotta face it, and you have to do it by yourself. Yeah, you gotta figure it out. Nobody else can do that for you. Nobody can do it for you. And I'm all for therapy, and that's true, and they can help you. But that portion of it, you gotta do it.
Therapy is like getting a toolbox full of tools you need
and don't know how to use them.
To fix yourself. Okay, yep, you nailed it. All right, let's get your picture together.